Davis. Today I'm playing an organ song out of a book titled Hymns, Pipes, and Praise, Hymns Blended with Praise Songs for Organ, arranged by Anna Laura Page. The song that I would like to play for you today is How Great Thou Art with How Great Is Our God. It's 5 pages long, and it starts with 2 flats and then switches to 1 sharp. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. It was How Great Thou Art with How Great Is Our God. And I did change things a little bit in some places. For instance, for turning the pages, I just felt that it would work a little better. There were notes for the left hand, but I just omitted them in some places where I felt that it still sounded okay that way. rather than fumbling to try to keep the notes going or make a copy of the page and so forth. I did change the song a little bit in some spots. And and also at the top there at the beginning where you first start out, you know, with there are notes there, but I just removed some of the notes. I changed them, and at the very end I went up an octave. So, you know, I change some of these songs sometimes if I really enjoy the song, but if there's one particular area that I don't really care for the combination of notes, I'll change it. This again is from the book Hymns, Pipes, and Praise, Hymns Blended with Praise Songs for Organ, arranged by Anna Laura Page. And this book I've used quite a bit. It's coming out of the cover already. I bought this at the Northwestern Publishing House Music Workshop in Newell, Minnesota back in July of 2013. So I've used it quite a bit. There are some beautiful, beautiful songs in here. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit, the reason I haven't loaded anything up to Minnesota Music Mom for a couple weeks is my daughter and I had a trip went on a trip to Chicago. She had an event at the Hyatt Regency O'Hare Hotel. And so we just stayed there because that's where the event was. And I just want to say that people there, if you ever go to the Hyatt Regency O'Hare Hotel, they are so nice there. And we didn't have a whole lot of time to eat between, you know, like to sit down and have a meal. There were things going all the time, so we didn't have a whole lot of time to eat. So we would go to the Perks coffee shop, and there again, those people were so nice, very helpful, very good service, excellent food. The prices seemed really good also. So I just wanted to say I really had a good experience in Chicago and at that Hyatt Regency. But we weren't familiar with, for one thing, toll fees. So the first time we're on our way, I want to say I apologize. I want to apologize right now to the people who live in Florida, okay, because I rented a vehicle and the plates were from Florida. So I'm from Minnesota, obviously, Minnesota Music Mom, but if I did anything goofy on the freeway, people are going to think that it was somebody from Florida. So that's why I want to apologize. I'm sorry, Florida residents. But the first toll booth we came to, you know, we weren't quite sure. And so I'm like, well, I think we're supposed to go to the right. And my daughter's like, well, no, that'll take us off the freeway. I'm like, well, I don't think so. She's like, well, I think it's going to. I'm like, well, but it says cash to the right. We got to go to the right. She's like, no, I think you stay right here. But it says it's E. It says it was E. I didn't charge you. I got to pay cash. And so by the time we're bickering about this, we go right by. She's like, yeah. And she looks and she turns to me and she says, yeah, we were supposed to go there. So it's like, I'm thinking, oh, great, now what's going to happen? You know, like some helicopter's going to fly above with a speaker or something. Oh, you two women in that charcoal gray RAV4 from Florida plates, turn over, pull over to the side right now. I'm like, oh, great, now what do we do? You know, it's $1.90. So we go to the next toll booth, and I asked them if we can pay there, and they're like, no, go online. So, okay, no big deal. But anyway, at the time it was kind of, I didn't know what to do. So on the way back, and by this time, on the way back now, we stayed there, we left on Thursday, we came back on Monday. So on the way back, we're like, okay, we got this. We've been through how many toll booths? Some are manned, some aren't. No problem, we got this. So on the way back, there's this one toll booth that's not manned. All right, well, we've been through others that aren't manned. No big deal. So I pull up and I roll my window down, and she's trying to get the money because we've got in a compartment in the vehicle in a Ziploc bag, trying to get the quarters. And I'm just sitting there waiting, and this thing yells at me. It's like a very authoritative, manly voice. Choose your vehicle. And I'm like, whoa! I just jump. I'm not expecting somebody to yell at me through the window. I'm like, what was that? Did you get the money yet? She's like, no, I'm trying to get the money. I said, choose your vehicle. Okay. So I push the button that I think I'm supposed to push. You know, I look at all the vehicles I have listed, and I push what I think I'm supposed to push. And it yells at me again. I'm like, what? I did choose the vehicle. What do you want me to do? And then I see this teeny tiny little button on the left side that you're supposed to push. So I push that. Okay, good. Then it immediately says, right after I push that, it immediately says, no money given or something. I'm like, well, yeah, they didn't give me a chance to give me. Do you have the money yet? She's like, well, yeah, here's the money. So she gives me the money. and it's yelling at me. no money given. I'm like, okay, just give me a chance here. I'm trying to see, where do I put this anyway? Where do I put it? And she's like, well, I think put it there. I said, I don't think we put it there. It doesn't look like we put it there. She's like, no, you put it there. I'm like, I don't think so. I was like, no money given. Okay, stop yelling at me. I'm yelling at the machine. Stop yelling at me. So I put the money in there. And the stop sign thing is still lit, like, stop, like, you're not supposed to go. I'm like, I put the money in, what do you want me to do? Stop yelling at me. I'm like, I'm going, I don't know what you want from me, so I just leave. I can't imagine the people that watch that video. I'm sure there has to be other people that do stuff like that. I'm sure I'm not the only one that does stuff like that, yelling back at the machine and not knowing what I'm doing. Anyway, I was glad when we got done with those toll booths, but that was fun. I enjoyed the weekend in Chicago, and as you can tell, I don't get up much, so those kinds of things are fun. Okay, well, my next video, I will choose another song from this book, and I've probably got about 2 or 3 songs chosen from this book. So thank you for visiting. Thanks for listening to my my story, and we'll see you next time.